This episode of Jumpstart Hobbies was inspired by Wexter and his zombie shark print that you can find at My Mini Factory. Although the floor and wall part of the design was too large for my resin printer, I used it as inspiration to design my own, but we'll come back to that later. As for the shark, I dropped it into Lychee Slicer and got it supported. Then I started up the printer and began planning out my colors. Once the paints have been selected, I clear the desk. Let's get to work. I start by priming with Pro Acryl Black Primer. After the model is primed black, I use some white ink to give the shark a zenithal highlight as well as the white bottom half. I use somber blue as a primary color for the top half, then use Payne's Gray for a dark transition on certain areas. When the airbrush work is done on the shark, I move to the paint desk for detail brush work. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button for weekly content like this. As you will see, I tested multiple colors and techniques for the first time on this project. Some worked, but others I had to redo. First being this red-gray, which I anticipated being more red, so I painted over all of this with Vallejo's dark red when I finished. I saw some pictures of sharks and fish with bite marks that left their flesh pale on the edges, so that's what I was trying to do here. But I was a little heavy-handed with this technique, so I cleaned it up when I finished. I use wood for the floor and sidewall of the pool. To replicate the tiled surface, I use a sheet of adhesive foam and cut it up into tiny squares. I debated multiple ways I could have achieved this, but after a lot of tedious work, I'm happy with the result. I prime the whole piece before painting it white to show between the tiles. I use some craft paint to apply the blue color to the tiles. First I use a foam disc to apply the primary blue. Then I fail an attempt at creating my own brush for individual tiles. When this idea doesn't work, I just use a standard brush to apply the alternating shades of blue to the tiles. When the tiles are done, I drill a hole in the piece where the shark will go. I use hot glue to attach an acrylic rod into the base. Then use wood glue to attach the two tiled pieces together. I paint a shadow of the shark on the bottom surface. To create the illusion of it being in water, I assemble an acrylic display base to cover the whole project. Using UV resin, I apply a rippled water texture on top that I hope will allow a light ray effect. The only thing left is to paint the edges black and call it done. With everything assembled and some final touches added, it's time for the big reveal. If you want a chance to win one of my dioramas, watch this video, and on January 1st I'll pick one of you at random and send you the chosen diorama for free. Until next time, we'll see y'all later.